Welcome to BSF First Friday. This is a special Blue Star 4th edition of Blue Star Friday. We're so glad you're joining us today. Give us a shout out. Tell us where you're joining us from today in the chat. I'm Emily Harrison. I'm the Utah chapter director here at Blue Star Families, and I'll be your host today. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Really helps us out if you could share this event with other military and veteran families. It would be really great. We're super excited. It's Friday. We're getting ready to wrap up our week here at Blue Star Families. Get ready for the long weekend. Super excited for the 4th of July weekend and all the activities that are going to be going on. We love 4th of July and Independence Day here at Blue Star Families. It's one of our favorite holidays, and we hope that you get to spend some time with your family and friends celebrating our nation's independence this weekend. And there's really no better way to do that than to make family memories with your family, and participate in a fun craft event. So that's what we're here to do today. Today's craft was provided by our friends and Blue Star partners at Treehouse Children's Museum. They've been a Blue Star Museum partner for about 12 years now, pretty much every year of the program, Blue Star Museum program. They're a great partner. They provided all the inspiration and some of the videos for our crafts today. They're super creative. We love them. They have a lot of great videos and content that they do all the time on their YouTube page if you want to go and check them out there. If you're lucky enough to be here in Utah, you can join them at the Treehouse Museum up in Ogden, or you can join them online. They have a lot of great content on their website as well. If you're not from Utah, we hope that you are participating in our Blue Star Museums program this summer. If you're not familiar with the Blue Star Museums program, it is a program that we have every summer, partnership with our friends at the National Endowment for the Arts. And each summer, from Armed Forces Day all the way through Labor Day, which this year is September 6th, we provide free admission to hundreds of participating museums across the country to our nation's active duty, National Guard, and reserve members and their families. And there is likely a Blue Star Museum location, maybe just the Treehouse Museum, maybe even better, near you. And you can check that out on our searchable map on our website here at Blue Star Families. You can pop in your zip code and check out all the participating museums this summer. There's a whole lot of summer left, so we hope that you get out there and check out those Blue Star museums that are free to you this summer. Super exciting stuff. It's one of our favorite programs here at Blue Star Families. Our families really love the value that is provided to them this summer. We have a lot of other great fun activities this summer. You can check out all the things that we have going on this summer for military and veteran families on our website there, on our summer page. Right there at the link, we've got Blue Star Summer Camp coming up and some other fun things, and we don't want you to miss anything that we've got going on this summer, so be sure to check that out. So we're super excited to get into these craft activities. Today we have 2 different activities that are provided by Treehouse Museum that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing our paper lanterns that we have here that I've already made and hung for the holiday season, as well as some streamer stars. Super fun activities, all made with some pretty simple things, some of which you probably already had at home. I was able to go out and get anything that I didn't have really easily just at my local dollar store, really inexpensive. To pick up these items: construction paper, the popsicle sticks, the curling ribbon, red, white, and blue curling ribbon, the crepe paper was super easy to get. If you don't have that, you can always substitute for some wrapping paper or tissue paper that you may already have in your house. It's a great thing about these crafts is that it's really easy to kind of just get creative at home and substitute for items that you may not be able to find. And then the other things were just some star stickers and little jewel stickers if you have those. But just regular stickers are fine, or if you just have any kind of patriotic stickers that you can find, like at your local dollar store or drugstore, something like that. Really, you can get creative and use just about anything you'd like for these activities. Super excited to get into it. We are going to be joined by Miss Haley Judkins. She is a super creative craft person at our treehouse locally, and she is going to go into our first craft activity. And what we're going to do is we're going to make both at craft activities, and then we are going to make them into our banner swag that you can use to decorate a mantle like I have here in my home, or a doorway or a counter. Really any space in your home that you'd like to kind of throw up a little decorative swag. That's what we're here to do today. So I'm really excited to get into these activities. They're really simple, but if you've got little ones, you may want to provide some supervision, especially if you need to use hot glue for these activities, and the scissors with some of the cutting and the curling of the curling ribbon. We just want to make sure that we are watching after the little ones for these activities. So let's get into the very first craft. We're going to start with our paper lanterns, and then we'll move into the second craft, which is the streamer stars. So we're ready for Haley. You can take it away.
Hi friends, welcome back. I hope you are having an awesome week so far. This week for our stay-at-home art projects, we are going to be making a patriotic paper lantern. This is perfect for the 4th of July coming up, and you can decorate your house with these super easily. Let me show you how to make it. For this art project, you will need red, white, or blue construction paper, some crepe paper, same colors, red, white, and blue, some stickers. I did some stars and jewel stickers. You will also need a glue stick and some scissors. Step 1 is to fold your paper in half like a hot dog bun. Next, you are going to take the top fold and fold it down about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. You will do that on both sides so it makes a lopsided M shape. Next, you are going to cut with your scissors from that bottom fold to the middle. Don't go past that middle fold. And you will keep doing that all the way down your paper. Once you have all your sections cut, you are going to roll your paper long ways, like so, and you are going to glue the ends. Once you have your lantern made, you can cut some strips of crepe paper for the bottom to hang off, like a waving flag. I did 3 sections of each color to go around the bottom of my lantern. Once you have your crepe paper sections cut, you are going to put a little glue on one of the sides and stick it to the bottom of the lantern. You will want to alternate your colors, red, white, or blue, and go all the way around the bottom. Next is the best part of all art projects, which is decorating. For mine, I use some star stickers and jewel stickers. You can of course make it however you want. You can use crayons or markers to color on it, or you could also cut shapes out of pieces of paper and glue those on, either saying USA, Happy 4th of July, and other patriotic sayings like that. And look at that! You have a super fun paper lantern to decorate with. Well, there you go. We will see you next time we do another fun art activity. We hope you have a safe and fun 4th of July with your family. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. So she does go a little bit fast in this video, so not to worry, because the replay of First Friday is going to be available on all the Facebook pages and on our YouTube page. So if you missed something, you need to go back and rewatch it. You will be able to do that after the broadcast, so not to worry. Because you also are going to need to make 4 lanterns to complete the project. So you can make them all the same color. You can alternate colors. I did red and blue for my streamers, but you can do a combination of red, white, and blue, or you can do them all in one color. It's really whatever you would like to do, but you are going to need a total of 4 if you'd like to make the swag project at the end or towards the end of today's event. So the next project you're going to do with your family is going to be the Streamer Stars activity, and Haley's going to take us through that activity. This is where you're going to need your popsicles and sticks and things, so she's going to show you those right at the top, and we're going to get right into that craft.
Hi friends, welcome back for another fun home art activity. Today we are going to be making a fun project for an upcoming holiday here in Utah called Pioneer Days. Today we are going to make a patriotic star ornament that you can hang from your door or off of your window, wherever you want in your house, and I will show you how to make it. For this project you will need 5 popsicle sticks and some ribbon. I am using red, white, and blue curling ribbon for today, and I will show you how to curl it. You will also need some scissors and either glue dots or a hot glue gun. Make sure you let your grown-up know what you are doing with this hot glue gun. You will also need some stickers. Today I'm using some jewel stickers. To assemble the star, you are going to start by putting a dot in the top of your popsicle stick and put the second one on top like so. So you make a triangle. Next, you're going to put another dot on the bottom right side. Take another stick and have it pointing up. Make another dot in the top left corner and have your next stick come across straight. With your final stick, you are going to connect the 2 ends like so. While the hot glue is drying, I cut some pieces of my curling ribbon. You're going to open up your scissors like so and place your thumb on the inside. Next, you're going to grab your ribbon and put it in your left hand and slide it across the blade of the scissors like so. If you need help, make sure you tell your grown-up and they can help you learn this part. Once you have all your pieces curled, you are going to glue them onto the back of your star. Again, you can use glue dots for this part, or you can take your hot glue gun and stick them on. Make sure you let your grown-up know so they can help you to not burn your fingers. You will also cut a small section of ribbon and put a dot on the top of your star to make a handle that you can hang from your door or your window or any other place in your home. Now it is time to decorate your star. Today I'm using some jewel stickers to stick on my star. You can use different stickers if you would like, and another fun option would be to take some markers and color some designs. And there you go, you have your fun star ornament to hang in your house. I hope all of you have a fun and safe Pioneer Day and the rest of your summer as well. And we can't wait to see you very, very soon at Treehouse. Bye everyone!
All right, so that was our streamer star craft. And again, that one's a little bit more tricky than the first one. It's probably going to take a little bit of practice to get the points of the star. The stars just the way that you want them and get them glued. If you're either using the hot glue gun or the glue dots. But again, you're going to want to make 4 of the streamer stars. So if you do need to go back and see those instructions again, this will be on replay, so don't worry, you can go back and check the instructions again. So if you have, once you have the 4 sets of the paper lanterns and the 4 sets of the streamer stars, you will be ready to make a 4th of July banner or swag, whatever you like to call it, for hanging somewhere in your home, on a doorway, or on a railing for the upcoming 4th of July holiday. It's super easy once you have all the lanterns and the stars done, to then put them onto a banner. So we're going to go ahead and go into that craft. I'm going to switch over to another camera so that I can show you that craft activity. Okay, so we're here and we are ready for the next section of our craft activity. This section of today's broadcast may be a little bit laggy. I had to switch to a different camera. So we're here. We have all the materials that we're going to be using. Some of them are the same that we've already used today. So we have our red, white, and blue curling ribbon, our scissors, our tape, and a hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch, you can just use your scissors. We'll show you that here in a little bit. So we're ready to get started. We'll move some of these things off to the side. So to make our banner, we're going to need about an 8-foot section or so of curling ribbon. Most of these come in 9-foot sections, so hopefully you have enough to make it through this section of the craft. If you want to make a longer banner or swag, you're more than welcome to do that as well. You can really make it any length that you want. If you run out of curling ribbon, you can always get another section and just attach it on. So we're just going to take the 3 sections of red, white, and blue ribbon together, and we are going to measure out about 8 feet. It doesn't have to be exact. It's not an exact science. So we're just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do a little more just for good measure. And then we're just going to take our scissors and we will cut there. And then we can put the ribbon away for now, the extra ribbon, if you have any. And we are going to attempt to try to find about the middle of this big long ribbon that we have here now. And of course, because I want to find the middle, we're going to struggle with it a little bit, but it's all right. So we are going to get that together. I'm going to try to find about the middle of this ribbon. Again, it doesn't need to be exact. So this is probably about our midpoint. So we are going to just tie a knot in the middle of it just to secure it, to keep it all together as we're working with it. All right, so now that we have our knot, we can get started. So we know that that's our midpoint, so it's probably about 4 feet. And we can put on each side, and we can kind of put that to the side just for now. because we're going to prep the crafts that we've already made today for this next section. So we have our paper lantern here, and then we also have our streamer stars that we have made. So we'll start with the paper lantern, and we are just going to reinforce this so that we can attach it to the banner and it'll be able to withstand a little bit of jostling around without coming apart. So we want to just take a little section of tape and we want to find any inside edge. It doesn't really matter. And we're just going to take that tape and run it right along the top on the inside of the lantern, like so. And then we are going to take our hole punch and we are going to punch a hole in there right on the section of tape. So we'll have a hole to tie that onto our banner, and the tape will help so that it reinforces that construction paper a little bit and makes it last a little bit longer. If you want, you can put an extra piece of tape on the other side, but for this we'll just do the one side. So you're going to want to do this same step for all 4 of your lanterns or more if you made more lanterns. And then we're also going to prep our streamer stars. Now if you follow the craft with Haley exactly, you're going to end up with a streamer star that has the loop on top. And if you did that, that is perfect, because all you need to do to prep your stars from this point on is just to literally take your scissors and just cut the loop right in the middle, right at the top. And then what we'll do to attach it is we're just going to use our 2 ends to tie that right on to our banner. Okay, so we're going to bring back our piece of ribbon, and we know that we have about a 4-foot section here. So right off of that 4-foot section, we're just going to tie one of our stars. It doesn't really matter which, either our stars or our lantern, whichever one you want to start with, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to take one of our stars and we're just going to tie it on to that ribbon. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. The camera angles are a little weird, and I apologize. So you're just going to want to make sure that that's tied on there really well. Probably give it a double knot just to make sure that it's going to stay on there when it's hung up. And if you want to, you can either curl those little ends that are left since it's curler ribbon, or we can just kind of trim them off like so. So then we have our first streamer star tied to our banner. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go down about another foot from that point, and we are going to alternate. So it doesn't matter which one you start with as long as you alternate them. So this next one, we'll do our lantern. And so for this one, we're just going to need some extra pieces of curling ribbon. So we'll take our red curling ribbon. It doesn't really matter. You can alternate it. You can use the same color as your lantern. It doesn't matter. So we just need probably about a 4-inch piece. Trim that. And then we're going to loop that right through our hole that we made in the banner. And then we are going to tie that to secure it. And you don't want to get too crazy, just a little tie, because if you pull it too tight, you're gonna, even though the tape is there, it's gonna pull right through and it's gonna rip. So just enough just to hold it on there, and then another loop to secure it, and then you'll be good to go. So what you can do is just then take that, and about a foot from your original streamer star that you put on there, or lantern, or whatever it is that you started with, you can then secure that to the banner by looping it around and tying it off. You're going to want to tie this one pretty tight, and then another double knot on there, so that make sure it doesn't come off. And again, you can either leave the little extra as decoration, you can curl it, or you can kind of just give it a little trim, and then you have your lantern tied to the banner. So you're going to continue this process going down the banner every foot or so. So on one side of your banner, you're going to want 4 pieces, and then on the other side of that knot that we tied, that other 4-foot section, you're going to want to put the remainder of your stars. Again, we're alternating. So I'm going to do this one on this side. You just want to make sure that when you're tying that you've got all 3 pieces of that ribbon. If you want to tie extra knots at 1-foot intervals all the way down, you can do that too. So we're just going to attach the next star on there. Double knot that, and give it a little trim, and then we'll alternate with our next lantern on this section. Again, we need to cut another piece for this side, so we have another piece of ribbon, and we're just looping it through the hole that we've already punched in this lantern, like so. Tie it off, just loose for the first knot so that we don't tear through that tape and construction paper, and then for the second knot we can go a little tighter just to secure it, and then we can go ahead and tie that to our next section. Double knot that. Like so. Trim those ends off. So you're going to do the exact same steps for each side of this banner or swag. And so when you get done with this side, you're going to have a length on the end that's going to be kind of extra, that's going to be overhang that you can use to tie off to things. So since it is curling ribbon, we can go ahead and curl these a little bit on the ends, so that way there it gives them a little bit more of a decorative flair. If you've never curled curling ribbon before, all you're doing is just taking your scissors like so, and on one of the edges you're just going to place the curling ribbon, and then kind of hold it in place with your thumb, putting a little bit of pressure, not so much pressure that you're cutting into your thumb itself, but then you're just going to pull that curling ribbon through the scissors like so, and then you'll be left with that curly edge. If you've never done it before, it does take a little bit of practice, but it's actually pretty easy. And sometimes you do that and you put a little bit too much pressure and you break your curling ribbon. But if that happens, don't worry about it. Just go a little bit further up and just curl a little extra in there, and that piece will be a little bit shorter, but it'll be okay. So then you are left with your curly pieces at the edge. So again, you're going to repeat these same steps for the next side. I'm not going to walk you all the way through it because I'm pretty sure you have the hang of it since we've attached 4 of them now. So we're going to repeat that step on the other side, and then you will be done and ready to hang your masterpiece. Okay, so we have our completed banner now that we've done both sides of the banner, and you have it ready for hanging. You may need to kind of move the individual lanterns and stars a little bit to kind of get them into the to the right position so that things are even on there. Even if you tied them tight, they'll have some wiggle room and they'll be able to move around. So then you can make sure they're even on each side, and then do your hanging somewhere in your home. And I just used tape. It was really easy just to kind of stick it to the top of the mantle there. And we are ready for the 4th of July weekend and all the celebrating that we're going to do. And then if you're here in Utah, you can keep it up the entire month because we have Pioneer Day later on this month. So we thank you so much for joining us for today's activity. Again, you'll be able to go back and rewatch this entire activity so that you can see the videos again, make all 4 sets of your lanterns and stars so that you can make your banner. If you want to make multiple banners to place around your home, you can certainly do that. You can make them longer. You can make a couple different sections and tie them together to make them really long if you have a lot of space that you need to decorate in your home. And again, you can get creative and add different elements to this activity as you see fit or you have materials for. So we really hope that you have a great 4th of July weekend, a safe weekend with friends and family. And just wanted to remind everyone that we are going to be live on the 4th of July for our Blue Star concert. We're having a patriotic concert with the U.S. Army Field Band. It's going to be live right here on Facebook and YouTube, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, maybe 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and then 12 p.m. Pacific Time, depending on where you live. Again, that's going to be live here on Facebook and YouTube. We're super excited. This is the first time that we've done something with the U.S. Army Field Band. They are amazing, very talented group of soldiers, and we're can't be more excited to be able to bring you this event this weekend. So we hope that you use this as the kind of the soundtrack to your day's festivities. And if you're not able to check it out live, it'll be available on replay on Facebook and YouTube. So if you don't catch it live, it'll be there for you to check out whenever you have an opportunity. So thank you so much for joining us for Blue Star Family's First Friday events. It's been my pleasure to host these since this February. It's been very fun each month to be able to bring some special activities into your home. But we are going to be taking a break from First Fridays for the months of August and September. Things are opening up. Summer is really exciting. There's a lot of things to go out and do in the community. So we're going to give people back their Friday evenings to get out and do family activities in their communities. And then we will be back here on First Friday for October, which is going to be really exciting because it's going to be part of our Blue Star Welcome Week that's going to be coming up. And we are going to be having a really amazing evening. It's going to be a Battle of the Chapters trivia with our friends from Solid Roots, the makers of Mind the Gap. They are going to be back joining us once again for some really fun trivia. And you can pick your chapter team, or if you're in a neighborhood chapter, you can join our neighborhood chapter team, play some trivia, win some prizes, get to know some of our Blue Star Families chapter directors and staff here at Blue Star Families. Will be joining us as we welcome families across the nation into new communities as they typically PCS this time of year and are getting settled during the month of September. So we will look forward to seeing you back here in October for the next BSF First Friday. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful weekend and 4th of July, and we will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.